how would you relate your experiences or what you're talking to us about with traditional yogic practices,
yeah, very much so. Oh, very much. It is the most traditional thing, you see, because the yogic practices you do here is some sort of a, I don't know what to call it, but it's like just a wee bit of it you have taken and you are doing that. That's not yogic practice at all. You see, Patanjali Yoga, which was practiced thousands of years back, when people led a different type of life. When the children went to school with the gurus, who was a realized soul, nobody was not a realized soul was called a guru. And the children had to lead a very celibate life because according to your university, you are called as your gotra. And you could not marry, even today, say my gotra is Shandilya. Shandilya was the Muni of my family. I can't marry a man from the same gotra. Even today, thousands of years have passed since then. Shandilya lived about 40,000-50,000 years back. But even today, I can't marry a man who belongs to the same gotra. So the celibacy, you can imagine that from one university you could not marry. That's how they led a life, and then they went, after 5 years of age, they went to those schools, they lived there, and they came out of that in complete celibate living they were, and then they got married, and then when they had children, they sent them back. Like that the system was. But if you read Patanjali Yoga, the first thing that Patanjali Yoga said, that Ishvara Pranidhana is the establishment of God. First you must establish the spirit. It's like we have not just started the car, for example. Right? It's very logical. Now I am coming to Hampstead. I don't know the way, supposing. And I don't know which way to go. Now supposing I say that, all right, now I have to go to Hampstead. From the very beginning I'll turn to the left and not to the right. Can I do it? No? So when the Kundalini rises, then only you will know which chakra is touching. What is your problem? Beforehand, supposing you are doing any, at random, any exercise. Say example, the way people are doing these days yoga. This is so-called, it has nothing to do with yoga. You see, these exercises when you do, you are not aware as to what are your problems. You don't know what you are suffering from and what particular asana is needed for a particular type of a chakra, which is blocked. Alright? So what you are doing is indiscriminate, taking medicines without understanding. But the practice of these things are a very minimum part of the whole of Patanjali. First is Ishvara Pranidhana. Means when you establish the spirit, Ishvara Pranidhana means establishment of the God. Once you have established that, then the Kundalini starts moving, and then you know where to stop, where to turn, how to take. This is real tradition, but last 50 years, see, all sorts of nonsensical people have come up there, change this, change that. And it's logical. It's logical, you see. Supposing you are suffering from Agya chakra, alright? And you are doing the exercise of this chakra. You will spoil this as well as spoil this. There is no logic, there is no understanding, nothing. See, this is just physical exercises because people want to become actors and actresses, I think.
Well, no, I mean, I'm talking about the whole, the 8 limbs of yoga, the whole Ashtanga.
Which one?
The 8 limbs of yoga, going through the whole system of the niyama and the asanas, pranayama, pratyahara,
all those things, you see.
Try to work towards samadhi.
No, it does not, it does not, it does not, it does not. That's the other way down. See, this is the problem. You see what happens, that unless and until you get your realization, you have no entry into yourself, you don't know where you are going. This will never work. On the contrary, all those who have done Hatha Yoga catch on their heart center very much. Because the whole attention is on the body, because the attention is on the body, the left heart catches. Just now I've been to one organization where I met 3 of them. They all had their left side absolutely frozen. So they said, Mother, what should we do? I said, you must sing the praise of God. Forget. You have become so dry like a bamboo now. Fill it up with the love of God. get it, all your asanas and everything. It's just like, you see, dried fishes. That there's no emotions left. It's such an imbalance. Ha and ta, both the things. They have not said only ha is the Surya Nadi. They said ha and ta. What are you doing about tha? Nothing. So only you are doing ha yoga. Alright? You have to do hatha yoga, but without Ishvara pranidhana, without realization. We also do, not that we don't do. Whatever is needed, that we do. For example, now, when I went there, I told them what should be given to a person who is suffering from mental diseases. They said all these. For mental diseases also all these. For egoistical people also all these. For liver patients also all these. I mean, it's horrible. I said, how can that be? On the contrary, to a mental patient, if you make him bend forward, he'll suffer more. You must bend back. Person who is ego-oriented should bend forward. They changed, of course. I mean, they are sensible people as far as I am concerned. They believe in me. They think in India, of course, I am accepted as some sort of something like that. But you see, these are little things they don't know. Supposing a person is ego-oriented, right-sided person as we call it. Right-sided person, if he tries to bend backwards, he'll become even worse. And a person who is a super-ego person, suffering from mental troubles and all that, has to not to bend forward at all. He has to bend backwards. Because there are two types of people. There are actually three types, as you know. The people who are, I mean, in vulgar language we can call it masochist and sadist, but they are extreme cases. But I am saying that's fine. We call them tamoguni and rajoguni. So the rajogunis, the sadists, if they become more like this, God save the world. See the point? And the emotions are drained out of such people. There are no feelings left, no emotions, nothing is zero. I met one dentist who came, he said, Mother, now I have become a sthita prajna. I said, how? I have no feelings. Nothing happens to me. You see, my child is sick, I am not bothered. What a nice man you are. I have no feelings. My mother calls me, I have no feelings. I am living somewhere alone. I said, all right. I said, is that the way the saints have lived? They have been worried not only about their people, but about everyone. There is no love. There is no love in the modern yoga. No love. It's only the love of God can be only felt through spirit. You have to have a balance. It's very one-sided, extremely one-sided. One side is those who are singing the devotional songs, and the other side are both are equally mad, I tell you. Both can be equally mad. Come to the balance. Again, you have to come to the balance. Otherwise you cannot enjoy Sahajayoga. Sahajayoga is an enjoyment of your balance, of the beauty of God's love and the truth of His work. Everything has to be enjoyed. Alright? You just work it out. Have you done yoga very much?
Sorry?
Have you done a lot of yoga?
Reasonable now. I wouldn't claim to be I do follow a Buddhist practice which is based upon the...
Now Buddhist also. I'll tell you about Buddhism. Alright? You don't know about what are Buddhists doing? It's true about everybody. Christians, Hindus, everybody. Just because you asked about Buddhists, I'm saying. Where is Buddha placed within us? Do they know? Where is Buddha?
I'm sorry? Where?
Buddha is placed within us at a point.
Well, yes. Yes.
And what does He control within us? We have to know this knowledge of the roots. Unless and until you know the knowledge of the roots, how will you know about the tree? You cannot treat the tree on its leaves or branches. You have to go to the roots. And first you find out the roots with it. Buddhism is so superficial now that I am myself amazed, and Buddha must be thinking, Oh God, from where it is? He says, Buddham Sharanam Gacha. What is Buddha? It is an enlightened soul. Buddha means the one who is enlightened. Sangham Sharanam Gacha means to the collective being. Sangham means the collective being. Dhammam Sharanam. Dhammam is the balance within. How many Buddhists know about it? They don't know even where Buddha is sitting on their heads. And what I find most of the Buddhists, that their center of Buddha is finished. Buddha has disappeared from there once for all. He controls our life. And he settled down here on the head on the left hand. We can prove it on Kundalini. Supposing somebody is following Buddha, immediately people will know that you are a Buddhist. Because there's a catch here. And then some methods are there to awaken him. If you awaken him, your Kundalini will rise. Otherwise it won't. Alright? So you must know the knowledge of the roots. We should not just depend on Buddhism or any ism.
Oh, no, yes, I
that's
agree.
what I'm saying.
It's just that the things that you said at the beginning, I mean, I agree with that.
Yes, you see, we have to have the complete integrated knowledge of the roots which nourish us.